Stephen Sondheim, the award-winning composer-lyricist who took the Broadway musical to a higher level of emotional complexity than his predecessors in shows such as Company, Follies and Sweeney Todd, has died at his home in Roxbury, Connecticut. Sondheim, who was briefly incapacitated in early 2020. In a Broadway career launched in 1957 at age 27 as the lyricist for the classic West Side Story, Sondheim went on to write the lyrics for the 1959 hit Gypsy before writing both the lyrics and music for the 1962 hit A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, winner of the Tony Award for. But it was as the composer-lyricist of what former New York Times theater critic Frank Rich described in 2000 as a new, jarring, adult kind of Broadway musical that Sondheim became the greatest and perhaps best-known artist in the American musical theater. It began with Company, a 1970 concept musical about a commitment-averse New York City bachelor named Bobby that opens with his friends, 5 couples, waiting for him to show up at his surprise 35th birthday party. The nonlinear show unfolds through a series of vignettes that explore modern marriage and relationships as Bobby visits with the different couples. The long-running show, with a book by George Furth, launched Sondheim's longtime collaboration with director Harold Prince and won 6 Tony Awards, including one for Best Musical. Sondheim changed musical theater. The late Gary Gardner, the former chair of the Ray Bolger Program in musical theatre, after the great book musicals of Rodgers and Hammerstein, we had a period of diminishing creativity. Then we ran into rock music, with Hair, and it's like, oh, no. Suddenly, with Company, we have a new savior. As a budding teenage composer-lyricist in the 1940s, Sondheim had been mentored by close family friend Oscar Hammerstein II, the renowned lyricist and librettist for Oklahoma, South Pacific and other crowd-pleasing musicals. But as San Francisco Chronicle theater critic Steven Winn wrote in 2000, Sondheim transformed the craft with his own linguistic powers and thematic range, taking on subjects, from emotional ambivalence to cultural relativism and presidential assassinations, undreamed of by his mentor. Sondheim and Prince went on to collaborate on Follies, A Little Night Music, Pacific Overtures, Sweeney Todd and Merrily We Roll Along, which closed after only 16 performances but came to be regarded as an overlooked triumph.